Well, it's another beautiful day today, and the temperatures are still down, and it's like fall, and we're enjoying it. And we can start to see little peaks of color now, and I'll start to show you the progression of the color in the next couple of videos. But we're going backwards from Revelation to Genesis, looking at some of my favorite sections of Scripture. We're in 2 Timothy chapter 2, and today we want to look at verses 20 through 23. Really good set of scriptures. Now, in a large house, there are not only gold and silver vessels, but also vessels of wood and of earthen, some in honor and some in dishonor. Therefore, if anyone cleanses himself from these things, he will be like a vessel for honor and sanctified, useful to the master, prepared for every good work. Now flee from youthful lusts, pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace with those who call on the Lord from a pure heart, but refuse foolish and ignorant speculations, knowing that they only produce quarrels. If we clean ourselves, we're useful and worthy vessels of the Lord. And if we flee away from youthful lusts and we look after pure righteousness and faith and love, then we're going to be useful to the Lord. And we need to be sure that we refuse foolish and ignorant speculations, knowing that they only produce quarrels. That's a good word, isn't it? Cleansing ourselves from all unrighteousness so that we'll be useful vessels for the Lord. And be sure that we stay away from foolish and ignorant speculations and getting into quarrels as a result of those. There's certainly no better time than right now with all this going on in politics and the amount of division within the country than to do these things, to stay righteous before Him and to be clean, usable vessels. Today on the internet, I read about the fire chief in Georgia that was fired because he was writing a book, and the book was biblical in the fact that it was against homosexuality and same-sex marriages and so on, but purely straight out of Scripture, and was fired from his position because he wrote this book. He didn't write it on company time, and he didn't force all of his employees to read it as required reading, but if anybody asked for the book, he gave them the book. And today on the internet it said that because it was a discriminatory firing, he was awarded $1.2 million. Now, unfortunately, that's taxpayers' money. It doesn't cost the politicians that fired him anything. And he says, really, he'd rather have his job back, be able to continue to be a witness on his job and to work at a meaningful work. Isn't it a shame that somebody can't have a freedom of speech outside of work and still wind up losing their job because of it? You know, we talk about discrimination, but there couldn't be any greater discrimination than that. That's my thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.